Alright, so today what we're talking about are some different ways of setting stones. And we're going to use CZs as our example, but you can use different types of stones. CZs that we sell come in two different styles, and we'll show them to you later on in this broadcast. One of them has a pointed back and one of them has a flat back. So you'll hear us refer to the flat back stone as a cabochon. That's because you can use any style of cabochon with the settings we're going to talk about. So there's some really cool, new, exciting things in prong setting. And prong setting has been around, ever since costume jewelry has been developed. But some of these neat innovations are some things that we're going to show you today. So if you take a look here at some of these settings, you'll see the differences. And this one is for cabs, so it's for the flat back stone. The one that we have is a checkerboard design on the front of the stone. But you can see it has a lower sidewall, and that's so that the cab fits right down in, and then you can press the prongs down. But you see this one is the pendant because it has a bail already attached. This one is a 4-prong, and this one has a higher seat, and this one is for CZs that have a pointed back. And this is something that you would solder onto something else. Same with this one, it's something that you would solder onto something. It has 6 prongs so that you get more of a prong look on the front of your stone. This piece is really neat. It's a channel setting. I love channel settings. And it's for very tiny CZs, and you place them inside the channels, and then you just squeeze the channels together, and then they are held in place. So I think that's pretty awesome. And then this one is a prong setting for very tiny stones. This is something that you would solder onto something else as well. And then of course there are some things that are pre-made. So for example, these post earrings have the space where you can fit the stone inside, and they already have the post and a little loop attached. So these are some examples of different types of settings that we sell. We have a big line right now. It's 45 different settings for stones. And then these are some of the different colors of CZs that we carry. And I just grabbed some off of the shelf. So I love the reds for Christmas, and I think the black is really great because it goes with everything. And of course you could do birthstone colors. So there are a lot of different ways you can go when you're working with color. And these are some examples of jewelry that I wanted to show you. I know it's hard to see, but the CZ is set into a pendant on the necklace. And then these are bracelets that Erica made that appeared in Lapidary Journal last month. And we're so excited. I have to show you. This is Lapidary Journal for this month, and Erica has several projects in here, and I have a project in here. We've each made collars, and Erica's shows some tube set stones, which is one of the techniques that we're going to talk about today. So if you haven't picked up your Lapidary Journal yet, be sure you get one because this is a really great issue. We're really, really excited about it. There's also an awesome feature in there about Kristen Baird, our Halstead grant winner for this year. So be sure you check it out. Give a little gift to yourself this holiday. So I'm going to change seats with Erica, and she's going to take us through the process of how to set stones.
Hi everyone, good morning. I hope you get to see my dog Dobie. He's kind of hanging out with us today. You probably just see a black head. He's hard to see.
He was peeking over the work table.
Dobie.
Now he's checking out the bench polisher.
So if you hear his caller, sorry about that. Okay, so we have 45 new settings, as Katie was telling you. And I wanted to go over just a couple of these. This is a cab setting right here, and it goes really well with our checkered CZs, and also for any cabs you might have. And this is the SEC series of settings. This one right here is for a stone with a culet, and so it has the deeper prongs on it. And this is the SEF series. So you'll want to look at those online if you're into prong settings. Here are traditional tools for setting a prong. These are traditional tools, and this summer along with this series we have a new tool setting tool right here. Yay. This is a great tool. It'll fit prongs anywhere from 2.5 to 15 millimeters high. It's got a parallel motion with a 10-to-1 lever ratio, so it's a minimum effort to use this tool. It is awesome. It does all the work for you. The jaws move 1 millimeters, so it protects the stone in setting, so the jaws won't come down and crash into what you're working on. They just move a tiny little bit. So this is our new tool. It's X921. And it's an awesome little tool. We love it in here now that we have settings. Okay, so I'm going to show you on one with the culet. This is one of our rabbit ear settings as a pendant. And all you do is you adjust your wheel on top of the tool right here, and you hold it in your palm like this, and do not depress the lever yet. You want to wait until you're actually ready to set the stone. So you're going to put it in at an angle. I hope you can see this. You're going to put it in at an angle, a slight angle, and you're just simply going to press down. And it's already set one. Now you want to set this like you're changing a tire. So you're going to go across. You'll hit this one, then this one, then this one, and it'll set all of your prongs very easily. I know it's harder when I go on this side, but I'm going to set that one. I'm going to go across here, and I'm going to set this one. Then I'll go this way, and I'll set this one, and your prong is set. And this takes very little effort. Just please make sure that your stone is flat. That your stone's laying flat. That's the main thing to worry about with this. Now, another really popular tool we had this summer, it became such a hit and we're so happy about it. And this is for our tube bezels. We set a lot of tube bezels that showed up in Lapidary Journal and stuff this year. And I just want to show you really quickly our tube bezel setting tool. We have them in 3, 4, 5, and 6 millimeters. And it's a simple tool that you lay over your tube bezel. And please make sure that your stone's sitting flat. That's the main thing. It will crush your stone, but it's very simple to use. Once your stone's flat, you just lay this over the top of it like this. 1 pound, and your stone is totally set now. That's it. That's how easy that is.
So the setting is just a little piece of tubing.
Yep.
And then you solder it onto something and then put your stone inside.
Yes. You put your stone inside, you hit it 1 time with the tool, and your stone's set. So if you're doing a series of these, this is a quick way to knock them out really quick. You know, if you're doing chain, you know, CZ chains or something, this is a great way to just go down the row and just hit them.
Seems like they're both really quick.
This is quick too, absolutely. Just take a little bit of time getting to know this lever. You don't want to depress it early. Just take time getting kind of work with your tool a little bit and learn how to use this. But this is great.
And it comes with complete instructions
so
too,
easy.
right?
Complete instructions. We have a blog on it right now that just came out yesterday. So you might want to check out that blog. It shows you step by step. And yeah, it'll come with instructions